Ashton Fowler joins us now, and Ashton was a city councilman in District 1, elected not to run for re-election. And Ashton, kind of refreshing that you didn't have pressure on you this time. Good morning.
That's right. I always tell them now that this was my favorite campaign season so far. Didn't have to do much this go around.
Yeah, talk a little bit what went into your decision not to run for election.
Well, when I got reelected in 2020, about a year in, maybe year and a half, I decided then it was going to be my last term. So this wasn't a
what led
split
into
decision.
that, Ashton?
Well, we were doing a lot of stuff, and I knew the stuff that we had left on the table, which led to me running for reelection in 2020. And I wanted to complete the stuff that we had left on the table in the 2020 to 25 reelection that term. So that was my goal, and I said if we can get that done, that would be enough for me to feel confident in what I have set out to do and lead the city and my district. So we accomplished that, and those goals have been achieved, and now it's time for me to devote 100% of my time to my family and other endeavors. So.
Now, your feeling about the race that just completed yesterday with the runoff, especially in the mayor's race, that was a really challenging race, a lot of heated back and forth with that race, and Matt Hubbard, the winner yesterday, the new mayor-elect in Sylacauga.
Yeah, it was a lot of back and forth, and that's expected with anything, especially going to a runoff. And I, again, stayed away from most of it. It was good that I didn't have to be a part of any of it, so I stayed off of socials for most part of it, and but congratulations to Matt. I reached out to him. I know he's very busy at this time, catching up to all those texts and emails and calls. So congratulations,
You've
Matt.
been there and done that, right?
Absolutely. So it's got kind of a wave of all that coming to him at once right now. But, I think, both candidates were well represented and well-rounded. And I do think, I publicly endorsed Matt Hubbard and think he is the right man for the job. And I know that he'll be very successful in manning that position of mayor and being the CEO of the city in the right way and hopefully moving this city forward.
What about District 4, a newcomer that most people hadn't heard of, Tim Vincent,
Right.
and he won going away yesterday.
Yes, Tim's he's a Sylacauga guy. I think he's been around. He's well respected, and he was at the J. Craig all day yesterday. I saw him when I was there, and my wife saw him when she was there early in the morning. I was there late in the afternoon. So congratulations to him. I know I've been in the council since 2016 with Lee. Lee and I went through hand in hand through everything together. So Lee and I spoke, and if it wasn't for him, a lot of the stuff that we got to accomplish would have either not have happened or been 10 times harder to get to. Lee is a very well respected individual and has a lot of brain power that comes along with making these decisions and things that you have to do behind closed doors or prerequisite items that have to happen before you can actually present an item. And Lee's always had a big hand in that, so I'm sure he'll be sorely missed. But congratulations to Tim, and I know he'll be moving forward and excited to take a hand in this and helping the city out.
Sylacauga City Councilman District 1, Ashton Fowler, you've got still work to do before your term ends.
Yeah, it's not done yet. We've got another month and rest of this month, so I think the swearing in is November 3rd, I do believe, of the new council members and mayor. So we'll get through the end of October, and then they'll take seat the first meeting in November. So we've got to finish up. It looks like there will be no budget to discuss. The mayor couldn't present one to the council for undisclosed reasons, so we're going to go with the previous year's budget and anything extra that's needed.
Is that unusual, Ashton?
It is. The mayor gave us some excuses that there were absences from department heads and such, but through other discussions at the same time, it was told that we're very close. We just have to tie up loose ends, and we're ready to present, but we just need to make sure everybody needs to finalize their departments. So, which one is it?
So what does that mean to the mayor-elect to have that first thing out of the gate?
I think you're walking into a firestorm, and I think they know that, the council and the mayor coming in, and you have to handle it, swiftly, because you got to have a budget in place. That's how you operate, and you can't operate on last year's. It's speculatively, because everything increases. This day and age, it's gonna go up, and it's not fair to the department heads that have to request these items and the city employees who depend on these items to not have a budget prepared in a timely fashion where we can pass it, adjust it, pass it, whatever we need to do for the new fiscal year starting in October 1. And I think everybody has been put behind the 8 ball due to the lack of communication and whatever is going on behind the closed doors.
You take that personally, don't you?
I do, because on TV, it makes the council look bad because the council didn't pass a budget, when in actuality, the mayor didn't present the council a budget to pass. And I know for a fact that it could have been presented.
Ashton Fowler, who's the outgoing city councilman in District 1, I know you got a lot of people to thank. You had a lot of support during your tenure and during your campaigns as well.
Absolutely. Yeah, I just want to thank, that's the main reason, kind of on air, saying the farewells, from 2016 coming in as a 25-year-old. I was one of the youngest, if not the youngest.
Wet behind the ears.
Yes, city councilman to come in Sylacauga history. And I didn't know what I was doing. I just knew that I wanted to do it. I wanted to serve. And, boy, did I. For 9 years, and from the clerks, from Trish Carden and Kim Morris and Alexander Lambert, and all the department heads that I had to depend on when I was asked questions that I didn't know the answers to, and I'm sure they'll be relieved to not see my name pop up on their phones. And all the council members that I worked with, from the current to Dallas and Donnie in the past, and I was blessed to work with Nate. He's more like a brother to me. We grew up together, so that was interesting and fun to have him by my side for these last 5 years. And it's emotional, it's relieving, but at the same time, it's kind of like it's been your job, for your passion for 9 years, and you're giving it off to somebody else. And I know Greer will do a great job, and she's as passionate about it and wants to succeed. And you just have faith and trust that everything will go the way it needs to go. So again, I thank District 1 especially for putting me in this seat for 2 elections in a row, 2 terms in a row. I hope I've served you well. I know that I can't recall a time I have not picked up a phone, an email, returned an email or a text where somebody's asking a question or needing help with garbage pickup or road issues,
a ditch,
whatever the case may be. And I take pride in that. I start at 3 or 4 in the morning every morning for work, and I'm going until late at night. So I'm always up checking things out with my phone, and people can get in contact with me. So I take pride in keeping that open line of communication, and I hope that the people saw that I've returned that and was always available. That's one thing I prided myself on, was availability. And when I said call me, I would actually be there. And so I hope I made you guys proud. And the main thing I would like to thank my family, my beautiful wife, and kids at home. The grace they've shown me over the past 9 years.
I was sitting here thinking before you entered into that. Many people don't realize the effect it has on a family.
No, not at all. Yeah, it's tough. They have to sit on the sidelines, so to speak, and watch it go down. And luckily for me, they for me don't say anything. I would rather them, have that plausible deniability, and I don't want them involved in the negativity or anything like that. So they've done great things, and we've discussed the good. And when I get discouraged or down about something, it's always them picking me back up and telling me to continue. And that's my why. That's my reason. When I came in, I was a year or two removed out of college and was just, you know, engaged, getting married, no kids, and now, you know, I'm got a 6-year-old and a 3-year-old and been married for years, and now was gray hair everywhere, you know. So it's been an experience. I think Sylacauga and the city has watched me grow through my life changes as from when I was entered into politics until now, and for my family, my parents, my brother, everybody that's helped me out along the way and been there just from bouncing ideas off and to keep me humble and grounded and showing the appreciation, you know, thank you guys, and I love y'all from the bottom of my heart. It's been a wonderful ride, and I think I've learned way more from this than any other experience, you know, from communication, from people, entry-level employees to CEOs, to how the government works, how bidding projects works. It's not a day like, hey, let's go pave the street, let's do it tomorrow. It doesn't work like that. Takes time. I've learned patience. I've learned, you know, a lot of different things, and over the 9 years, those life skills will be with me forever. Yeah. So.
Ashton, we appreciate you coming this morning, and thank you for your service to our city and continued success in your future, and thank you for serving Sylacauga.
Absolutely. Thank you, Jimmy Dale.
Ashton Fowler, Sylacauga City Council District 1, our guest this morning. That'll wrap it up for me. Check out the weather forecast. We'll see you again tomorrow morning on Daybreak Live.